We're starting the endwalker role quest for tank. That's Gridania. Let's get to it. I have come on behalf of the Twin Adders to enlist the aid of accomplished fighters. The small folk cower in their homes for fear of an unprecedented threat at the 12 Sword, a blasphemy. It strikes quickly and with deadly precision before returning to the shadows whence it came. Try as we might, we have yet to devise a means to track it, much less slay it. Several brave souls search for it even now, but their chances would improve greatly if they had a stout protector by their side. Judging by your reputation, I dare say you're precisely the woman we seek. What say you? Will you serve us? The shield that stands between Gridania and certain doom. Protecting the realm is what I do. I will take that as an enthusiastic yes. Make haste to Adder's Nest and report to my superior. All Gridania shall pay for your success. Our lazy on at Radzahan sent word of your arrival, but I can scarcely believe our luck. Are you truly here to help us bring this wicked blasphemy to heel? Then there is hope for us yet. I shall fetch the elder seed seer at once. She is leading the hunt, and I am certain she'll be most eager to see you. Full glad am I to welcome you in good health and good spirits, Yo. On behalf of all of Gridania, allow me to thank you for rising to our defense yet again. You will forgive me for eschewing further formalities, as time is of the essence. I shall share with you what little we know of this elusive scourge. Following the events in Thavnir, we received a report that an unidentified man had fallen into fits on the road before transforming into a beast most foul. A blasphemy, we soon determined. Eyewitnesses to subsequent attacks spoke of patterns on its skin reminiscent of heavy chains, and thus we have named it Glenpierre, for the creature of legend. It emerges from the brush without warning, bringing destruction and tragedy to those unfortunate enough to be near. Ere we can respond, it retreats into hiding, leaving no trace for us to follow. The elementals cry out for us to rid this forest of this wicked presence. Yet, even if we track it to its lair, I fear besting the beast would be no simple matter. The wounds of Glenpierre's victims are tainted by corruption. We can but conclude that the fiend's fangs, claws, and horns are all imbued with a powerful poison. The smallest scratch sends the affliction into fits, and death soon follows. Mayhap you know of this creeping death. The effects of Glenpierre's vile poison bear more than a passing similarity to the symptoms of that deadly plague. It swept through the Twellswood many years ago. The sick found their skin covered in chain-like patterns and spent their final moments in excruciating pain. 'Twas long before I came to Gridania, but people still speak of it with dread. Is it true that the disease spared not a single Hyrule? Very nearly, yes. Before the remainder were taken, we were able to devise a cure from the Glimmer Shroom. Slow though it was, the scars of this tragedy could then begin to heal. Glempier threatens to reopen old wounds, I fear. Yet, despite the similarities between the blasphemy's corruption and the creeping death marks, it is unclear how these two phenomena are related, if at all. Both conjury and white magic have failed to abate the poison's spread. To confront Glempier now would place our soldiers at risk of grievous injury. Thank you. Forgive me, Elder Seedseer, but this appears to be urgent. What? Again? Glempier has struck once more in the North Shroud. The Whalers came too late to see the beast themselves, but the man it attacked yet lives. They are bringing him to Valgard float as we speak. Then we must meet them there. Will you accompany us, Yo? Aether Mailer should be able to appraise us of the details upon our arrival. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna grab some food. Okay. Ate some food. Fell asleep. Back to it. Do. Elder Seedseer, you honor us with your presence. I cannot thank you enough for coming all this way. Given the dire circumstances, I would not leave this to another. Where is the wounded man? Outside of the bobbling cork, being attended to by one of our healers. He's a capable healer, but I worry this is beyond his abilities. I shall do all in my power to aid him. I, in turn, may have need of assistance as well. I ask that you stay close, both of you. That he survived his encounter with Gunglier speaks to his fortitude. I know not if he can be saved, but if we can at least ally his suffering, we must. He clings to life, albeit barely. We must try to ease his pain. He's a hardy soul, but I'm utterly at a loss. While I manage to heal his wounds, the poison lingers. I fear the worst is yet to come. When I remove his clothes for treatment, I recognize the chains. If this is indeed the creeping death, do not lose heart. I shall spare no effort. Rest for now. We may have need of your talents again ere long. She-goes, men, she-goes, a bloody swarm of them. That came from the east gate. She-goes are known as carriers of the creeping death. The villagers are on edge. If they think the Velkin harbingers are of another plague, they may panic. Pray see to she-goes. I shall remain here with the victim. I think the wide-eyed fellow is the source of the yelling. Do you see any she-goes nearby? They were near Alder Springs, a swarm of them, like an army getting ready for war, bringing the creeping death like as not. Folk have been dropping dead with no rhyme or reason, and I'm not about to join them. No, sir. Came running back fast as my legs could carry me. Were you bitten? I will show you to a hearer if you do. If so. Not a single hole that doesn't belong, you can be sure. You'd best do something about that swarm, though. Would that we could, but keeping the gate man is our priority, and we have not the numbers to spare for our hunting party. By the time whaler reinforcements arrive, it may be too late. We'll deal with the she-goes. The one who pulls the greater number owes the other a flag and a veil, aye? I commend your bravery. Godspeed, and don't get bitten. We're more likely to see a swarm hear a swarm before we see it. Keep your weapon close at hand. Cannot allow a single one to escape. Oh, there we are. Beloved be praised, and you, I've come bearing a cure for the creeping death, but is a little use against actual death. Aye, that's why I've come. I heard tell of a man suffering from uncommon pains at Algard Float, since an opportunity for philanthropy and a touch of profit, I'll admit. But if what you say is true, his condition demands a much swifter pair of feet than mine. Could you bring the medicine to him in my stead? No need for payment this time, of course. You saved my life, and one good turn deserves another. I only hope the cure works as well as purported. As for me, I'll be on my way. You can give any Velkin I spy a wide berth. To think that the mere mention of Shigos could spark such panic. The creeping death casts a long shadow over these lands. Thank you for calling the Shigos. Alas, our patient condition has yet to improve, and it is all we can do to keep him from succumbing to the poison. I know this medicine. It was once used to treat the creeping death. Given his symptoms, it may well prove effective here as well. It works upon the body quite quickly, as I recall. I hold on just a while longer, my friend. The medicine will soon relieve your pain. I don't hurt. It hurts. It hurts. Ah. Why? Why? The man shrieks, die in his throat, and his body is racked by violent convulsions. He then falls still and quiet, as if his breath was snatched from his chest. "12 have mercy. At the very least his suffering is over. Had we been quicker to deliver the medicine, would he have lived? Nay, I think not. He was doomed from the moment the poison entered his blood, as will the others if we do not soon gain an understanding of our foe. Let this tragedy not be in vain, but serve as a lesson. Though the effects of Galpor's corruption resemble the creeping death, 'tis clear that the two share little else in common. The poison burns through the body more quickly than any disease. Too deadly is it to be borne by creatures so fragile as Shipkos, or any other besides. Then that is one less possibility the people need to fear. 'Tis a shame the life was lost, but this knowledge may help us ensure that the others are not. Spread word, but do so with delicacy. In these troubled times, fear and despair can drive even the goodliest of souls to desperate ends. Lampere is the only blasphemy known to us in Gridania for now. We must do our utmost to stop him from showing further discord. Understood, Elder God Seeds Ear. I'll give this man a proper burial before sharing what we've discovered. Ascertaining Glenpeer's whereabouts is still a primary concern. Let us return to Adder's Nest, for information shall be our most reliable weapon in the days ahead, and there is no better place to acquire it. Adder's Nest, sorry. Holy shit, it's empty. I've never seen such a thing. Alright. Glampier has been slighted in various locales, and though we are reviewing every report, we suspect most are erroneous. Fear has a way of making one jump at shadows. It will take some time before we have determined which reports merit a more involved investigation. Until then, I ask that you stay vigilant and keep your eyes peeled for any sign of the blasphemy. Oh wow, I'm like very close to the next level. How much does the next one reward? The same amount. Okay. Well, I'll be right back in a sec once I level up. Do. Yup. Gained a level. Continue. Roll quest. Final Fantasy. Let's go. We have followed up on every report concerning Glenpier near, even those that beggar belief. The most promising suggests the blasphemy is currently stalking the South Shroud. We are to proceed there at once, for there is no telling when it might strike again. The Elder Seedseer is already en route to Roots Lake. Let us not keep her waiting. Little bit of lag, but not much. No sign of the beast yet, thankfully. A single glimpse of Glampier might send the people running, and we would be hard pressed to restore order. Greetings, Yo. As luck would have it, my sister Rhea frequents Camp Tranquil. We will do well to meet with her first, for she may have knowledge of this threat that can aid us in our search. It has been too long, Rhea. Connie, I was afraid this situation might force your arrival. Would that this reunion was under more joyous circumstances. And you are here to serve as protector to my sister, yes? I commend your courage. Glenpure, like all blasphemies, is a fearsome foe that we must nevertheless rise to meet as one. Every moment is crucial, so let us dispense with further pleasantries. Have you received word of Glenpure's whereabouts? I have. It recently ambushed a poor traveler who succumbed to his wounds soon thereafter. A tragic and increasingly common tale. No others in Camp Tranquil have come to harm, but some claim they feel a presence in the distant trees, staring at them with a malicious intensity. They struggle to find the courage to venture beyond the safety of the camp. While its victims exhibit symptoms reminiscent of creeping death, Lempire's corruption seems only to affect those who have been assaulted by the blasphemy itself. We have yet to confirm a single instance of it spreading from one individual to another. That's somewhat reassuring, but it will provide little comfort to the people here, I think. If Glenpire comes, any defense we mount will come at a great cost. Those who fall wounded will invariably die. I'm at a loss, and the people under my care can see it. They grow tense and bicker amongst themselves. Some even accuse me of standing idly by while the monster roams free, as if I'm not doing all that I can. I apologize. Would that I have come to you sooner. Would that there were more I could offer you. Perhaps the elementals could help you. The elementals cry out for succor as loudly as the people do. This I know you feel, Kane. Glenpire poses a threat to all life in the Twelves Wood, and as such we should face it as one. Their strength has waned since the calamity, and I am reluctant to impose upon them. Nay, as seed seers, it is our duty to first expend every option available to us, and spare them further distress. Once we have laid low the blasphemy, the elementals will be at peace. Well then, how do you propose we go about that? First, allow me to speak with the people here and assure them that all will be well. That Gridani has resolved to weather this storm remains steadfast. No road is closed to the thought of true heart. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised that you'd begin with an earnest and heartfelt appeal. For my part, I shall reach out to Ron. Perhaps together we will find a way to offer similar comfort to the elementals. I have no doubt we will require their assistance in the days ahead. Thank you, sister. May the 12 watch over and keep you both. May I trouble you to accompany me? The presence of a storied hero would surely lend credence to my claims that the people's difficulties will soon be at an end. While you attend to that, I shall gather what information I can from Wood Whaler's station here. Pray look for me at the camp proper when you have finished. If we are to convince the people that we need not fear of Glenpire, then my words alone may be insufficient. I do not comport myself as an imposing figure blessed with natural prowess, to say the least. You, on the other hand, are renowned as a peerless warrior who has triumphed in countless trials. Simply looking on your features fills me with confidence that this crisis too shall pass. I pray you stay by my side, and those we speak with might be joyed by your presence. Try as they might to go about their lives as normal, there is an unmistakable tension in their every movement. We must do what we can to put their minds at ease. Seed seers are sitting pretty with the guards and finery. What do they care if a beastie is running amok? They'll be fine. That's why they're doing nothing while it hunts us. We'd be fools to trust our lives to what we don't care, to those who don't care a whit. Aye, past time we went south. Least in Odal they don't pretend to look out for the common man. Elder Seed Seer, I was just I promise you that we are sparing no effort in our hunt for Glenpanier. However, it will take time, and more may suffer before the beast is laid low. Nevertheless, I ask that you place your faith in me, if only for a while longer. I love the Twellswood and her people with all my heart, and I will not let our enemy torment us forever. I understand. Man's gotta give voice to worries from time to time, eh? Nothing I want less than to abandon my home. I'll stick around for now. Excuse me. A single scratch is enough to spell one's doom, they say. Nothing but to wait for death to come. How can we face a beast like that? Do not give in to despair, my friend. Know that I shall do all in my power to see us through this crisis. Hold fast to hope and encourage others to do so as well. I'll try, Elder Seedseer. I'll try. I know you've placed yourself at risk, leaving the safety of the city and coming here. That means a lot to me and mine. I'll stay as close to the whalers and pray news of your triumph reaches us soon. Thank you. I promise you that it will not be long. I saw it, a gargantuan beast stalking the woods with horns the size of my leg. What's to stop it from coming here to fill its belly? Glenpierre will not do such a thing, I swear. I shall see to it personally that the blasphemy does not come within a mile of this village. Keep heart, for brighter days lie ahead of us. Truly, Elder Seedseer, perhaps I've let my imagination get the better of me. You are a beacon in these times. I pray you restore the peace soon. I shall, you can be certain. Will that be all for now, Elder Seedseer? It will. I have done what I can to quell the unrest, but so long as Glenpierre lives, they will never be at peace. Indeed, you are correct. Today was a welcome reminder of that truth and an important step in our journey. Sometimes it's good just to lend an ear, like the elementals do, I think was the thing. Mayhap I should visit these settlements more often. Doubtless some here think me as distant as the elementals, how clearly not. So rarely do they see me in the outer reaches. You have served me admirably as protectors thus far, for which I am grateful. Yet, until we have found and laid Blampier low, I must continue to impose upon your goodwill. 'Tis no imposition, Elder Seedseer. You saved me on the killing fields of Cotonou. My life is yours, and now and always. Your life is your own to command, but I thank you for your words and your conviction, which fills me with confidence that the path we walk is true. Even if that path takes us far afield. Hold on, I need a drink. Did I ever tell you that when I was a young student, I would often steal into the woods with a dear friend of mine, much to the chagrin of our teacher? Deep down, I suspect there is still a part of me that yearns to wander where I should not. Elder Seedseer, word from the border. We've got ourselves a right bloody mess by the sounds of it. What has happened? Per your earlier instructions, the whalers closed the roads to all travel while we scoured the woods for signs of Glenpier. But now a group of locals are demanding to be let through into Thanolin. They're terrified by the sound of it, screaming about the creeping death and God knows what else. Despair grips their hearts. If it consumes them wholly, then we may have yet more blasphemies to contend with. I will speak with them. Wild rumors fuel their panic, and with truth and compassion will I convince them to see reason and return to their homes. If anyone can, it's you, Elder Seedseer. We're doing our best to keep them calm for now, but my man's words painted a grim picture. I pray you make your way to the border as quickly as you can. It's good we arrived when we did. Any later and we might have been met with a bloodier sight. The people here are indeed terrified. I must take care with my words. Let us through, damn you. We're standing here with creeping death nips at our heels. You're telling us to die. Those rumors are false. The elder seer herself sent word that Creeping Death is not responsible for the recent incidents. You mustn't surrender to panic. Return to your homes while we deal with the threat and pay no heed to baseless stories. Stories? Stories. I've seen the dead with my own eyes. Don't tell me what is and isn't true. Hearken to me, my friends. I come before you now to assure you that the Creeping Death has not returned. Only those who have been wounded by Glenpeer are in danger, and so I beseech you to take shelter in your homes until the threat has passed. Glenpeer, the beast I saw in the woods. We have to run. It could have followed us. You saw him. Where? Not far from here. Those glistening horns, those terrible chains, reaching out to drag you down to the seventh hell. We ran and never looked back. But don't worry, it didn't catch any of us. No one's marked, see? That means we're safe, right? But say we weren't quite fast enough. What then? Its horns and claws are where the poison resides, and even a scratch would be cause for concern. Even a little scratch? Then it's too late for me? Is that why my body feels like it's on fire? You told me the branches tripped you up. You said that's how it happened. You said. Oh, heavenly winds, guide us in strength. May we drink from it and something. I don't feel any better. Do it again. It hurts. Help me. Conjuring has no effect. There can be no mistake. This is Glenpeer's doing. Even so, I ask that you do not lose heart. Stay strong, for if we surrender to fear, the beast has already won. No, I don't want to die. Please, help me. Ah. Get back. You said it wasn't. Why? Liars, all of you. None of us are safe. None of us will. Ah. Desperate maid manifest 12's for fiend. Is there not that can be done for these poor souls? Not but one thing I know. We must lay them to rest, contain the threat. They are at peace. Would it be had not come to this, I was powerless to prevent it. You did all you could, Elder Seedseer. Is that what's going to happen to us? There's no hope. What you witnessed was the fate of those who fall to deepest despair. It feeds upon grief and anguish, and is more deadly than Gampir itself. But as I swore to you that we shall defeat the blasphemy that haunts our homeland, so too do I swear that despair will not be the end of us. Keep the faith and look to the horizon, for brighter days will come. As you say, Elder Seedseer, as you say. Lampir is not here, and so you are free to return to your homes, but I urge that you take care on the paths back. We will, Elder Seedseer. This storm has passed, but a darker tempest rolls in the distance. So long as the specter of despair looms, the people will struggle to take any words of comfort to heart. We will see no more tragedies like this. The elementals too cry out for a solution. The longer we struggle to resolve this crisis, the more innocent lives we put at risk. Rhea said we would need to return to the elementals for assistance, and I know that she was right, and so I will seek audience with the Great One. However, there are preparations I must attend to first. I shall make the proper solutions at the Lotus Stand. Pray return to Adder's Nest and await my summons. Anyway, I'm doing a video. I forgot. Alright. Despite our best efforts, we have been unable to prevent further loss of life. I foresee even greater hardship ahead. As we press on, we must forget the words of the Elder Seedseer. We must strive to remain undaunted in the face of despair. She is preparing for our communion with the Great One. When the time is right, she will call upon us both. Until then, my friends, stay strong. Yep. Okay. 27 minutes plus like 14 minutes. I don't know if it's the end of the video or not, but if it is, I'll see you in the next one. If not, I'll see you in a sec. Peace. Alright. we're starting a video, welcome. If we're continuing a video, let's get to it. Either way. The situation has worsened since last we spoke. Glenpier grows bolder in his attacks, and the conjurers are spread thin in their efforts to attend the victims. Moreover, we are no closer to finding a means to counteract the blasphemy's poison. With no choice but to wait until death claims them, some are overwhelmed by hopelessness, becoming mad beasts that lash out at their former countrymen. Such tragedies all too easily beget further tragedy, as bereaved loved ones are in turn overcome and share in the same horrid fate. The people speak of these incidents in hushed whispers, afraid that any moment a monster might appear within their midst. If we could find a cure. Indeed, let us hope that the Elder Seed Seer's efforts to enlist the aid of the elementals are successful, and that, united, we may at last cleanse the Twellswood of this evil once and for all. Urgent news, yo. Glenpier has ambushed the party of wood whalers. They are engaged with the blasphemy near the guardian tree, where the Great One slumbers. This bodes ill. Has it divined the Elder Seed Seer's intent? Is it attempting to prevent her from communing with the elementals? In any event, we cannot let Glenpier harm the tree. The Elder Seed Seer bade us rendezvous with her at Sorrel Haven. We leave at once. Battered arms and armor are strewn across the ground, but there is no other trace of man or blasphemy. Except these blasphemies. I see. I think I know what happened here, though I pray that I am wrong. There is no sign of the wood whalers save their arms and armor. Seasoned warriors would never cast aside their equipment, but here it lies, and I see not a single body. In the face of certain death, even the bravest among us can succumb to despair. Before the blasphemy poison took them, they transformed. Glenpier could not have gone far. You may be watching us even now. Be on your guard. The air is thick with corruption. If the wood will succumb to man, then we can expect a hard fight. Though I dread the thought of hurting our brave soldiers, we cannot allow the creatures they have become to roam free. Let us form two groups to more quickly track down and cull the beasts. Once we have finished, we shall regroup under the burrows of the guardian tree. You laid rest to the turn railers. Reunite with your companions at Evershade. Our work is done then. The loss of so many brave souls is tragic, but now they are at peace, and the guardian tree is safe. Let us take comfort in that. I but pray that the Great One will hear my plea. Ah! Elder Seedseer, are you hurt? The Great One is filled with fear, an all-consuming fear unlike any I have ever felt. It spoke unto me, and its words were clarion. Drive the evil away, drive the evil away. I can think of naught else, and so we will not receive the aid we seek. Not until we dispel the dread that claws of the forest very heart. No, this was our last hope. We are not alone. Fenrir looking motherfucker. There can be no mistake. This is the profane beast, the blasphemy that has mirrored the 12's word in despair. Lempired near. Stay back. It makes for the guardian tree. We must stop it. The poison, you mustn't let it touch you. Such fearsome strength. In accordance with our covenant, the Pagel have been blessed by the elementals. From the moment we are chosen, we are bound to act as mediators between man and nature. The most skilled among us are honored as seed seers, and it is their duty to guide Gridania through times both poor and prosperous. I cannot say which of you will be found more worthy. In my estimation, you both have the potential to become seed seers, or that I become more certain by the day. But I didn't want to be a seed seer. I never wanted to be a Pagel either. I never asked for any of this. Why can't I live a normal life like everyone else? How come I don't get to grow old? Why was I cursed with these ugly horns? I like them, and maybe we didn't choose to be born this way. But I don't think it makes us any that different from anyone else. It's a rare gift, a blessing even, and if we can't use it to help others, then we should. Don't give up on becoming a seed seeder, Kane. We'd all be worse for it. A blessing. I never thought of it that way. I suppose I just hated not having a choice, but maybe you're right. Kane. Ah, I see. matron is merciful. The elder seed seer has fallen unconscious, but is otherwise unharmed. The blasphemy must not have touched her, for I do not see the telltale mark of poison. Still, I am no healer, and she should be looked after by those who are. I shall carry her back to Gridania. We must leave before Galper returns. Await me at Adder's Nest. Oh, just teleported me to Adder's Nest. That was cool. Yeah. Allow me to thank you again for your assistance. The elder seed seer has been delivered into care of Sumi Yan, and by the grace of the elementals will she make a full recovery. In fact, she has already regained consciousness, but is not yet allowed to receive visitors. We can but wait for now. God damn it, I was useless. I could do nothing while the Eldseer faced Glenpier alone. I was sure to be your shield, that I should stand before you while she lies abed at is proof of my failure. She still lives and she still requires your protection. You truly are the hero of whom the bards sing, aren't you? You've suffered terrible trials, yet still you stand tall and resolute. Thank you for your counsel. How close I came to forgetting the lessons of my past. I've spoken of it to few. Truth be told, it brings me shame to recall it. I fought at Cartanu, not as a soldier of the Eorzean Alliance, but as a conscript in the Garlean Imperial Army, clad in armor and match attack, another drop in the sea of pitiless metal. You grow numb to the violence and the killing out of necessity. It becomes routine. Work to earn your next meal. But then the moon shattered and the dragon emerged. And when the dust had settled, I was another body clinging to life amongst the fallen. I remember staring at the burning sun above, growing weaker, wondering if the heat or an Eorzean blade would finish the job. But it wasn't death that came, but salvation. I was delivered from my well-earned fate by the elder seed seer. She deigned to save a man who once spared steel against her people. Her kindness didn't end there. Once my wounds had healed, she welcomed me with open arms. Never did she regard me with distrust, nor did she ever make me feel obligated to repay my debt. She fought not to take life, but to safeguard it. Through our friendship, I came to see the wisdom in that distinction, and pledged my remaining years to her service. 'Twould have accomplished nothing to throw myself against Glenpier in vain, and even if there was profit to be found in this sacrifice, she would not abide it. Your words serve to remind me of this. We will defeat the blasphemy, but we will do so without forsaking that which we hold dear. This I swear. Okay. Well, that's gonna do it for this video. That's 20 minutes. That works perfectly, I think. Hold on one sec. Yeah, that's a video. Alright. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.